Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Hello and welcome to the Rick Case Arena, home of the Nova Southeastern University Sharks as they take on the number 12 ranked University of Tampa Spartans here in a Saturday afternoon affair. So we are just getting started for starting lineups and our national anthem. The Sharks coming into the game with a 3-10 record, 1-5 overall in the SSC. And the Tampa Spartans 12-1, 5-0 in the Sunshine State Conference. As should have a good matchup here at the Rick Case Arena coming up shortly.
Gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unruly provocative language or action towards officials, opponents, spectators, or institution or conference administrators will not be tolerated or ground removal from the premise. Also, the use of artificial noisemakers is strictly prohibited.
Nova Southeastern University and the members of Sunshine State Conference appreciate your support and thank you for being here. We ask that you support your team in a respectful manner. We ask that you be positive and encouraging as you are representing Nova Southeastern or Tampa. Please take pride in your support as a fan, so we as student athletes can take pride in you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we pleasantly ask that you please rise and direct your attention to the southwest side of the arena. Please join both schools in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
So today's Division II conference matchup here in the Sunshine State Conference between your Nova Southeastern University Sharks and the Tampa Spartans. We'll take a look at the starting lineups here for Tampa. We got Sammy Mueller, the junior out of Gainesville, Florida, along with Alexandra Mishka, starting for the Tampa Spartans. Melissa Elias Soriel Houghton. Soriel Houghton is one of the people to look at here in this game, as Nicole Dominguez rounding up the starting lineup for the Tampa Spartans. And we'll take a look at the home starting lineup. This time for the Sharks, it will be Callie Cox along with Amaya Poltrak, Maya Patterson, Aaron Carter, Leslie Altherton, Denver Tyler Palmer for the Sharks.
Outside hitter, 5'9", sophomore from Denver, Colorado, number 12, Maya Patterson. Outside hitter, 5'10", freshman from Orlando, Florida, number 13, Aaron Carter. Middle blocker, 6'3", from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 14, Leslie Atherton. Outside hitter, 5'11", senior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 15, Denver, Tyler Palmer. And this afternoon's libero, she's 5'7", senior from Sylvania, Ohio, number 7, Megan Burns. The head coach of NSU is Jennifer King. Assistant coaches, Colleen Teitelbaum, David Cardinal, and Jessica Wozniak. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now. Let's play volleyball.
We all set for volleyball action here at the Rick Case Arena as the University of Tampa Spartans, ranked number 12th in the nation, coming in with a 12-1 record, including a perfect 5-0 conference record so far this year. The Spartans are 3-0 on the road, have 9 set victories, and have only dropped 1 set on the road. The last 3 games for the Spartans have resulted in straight set victories, including a statement win over the number 3 ranked Palm Beach Atlantic in Palm Beach Atlantic, giving the Sailfish their first loss of the season in a clean sweep, 25-21, 25-22, and 26-24. So the Sharks will have some work cut out for them, but they come in also on a hot streak as they hit a season high 344 as a team in the 3-set win against Rollins College on Friday evening. And that night, Tyler Palmer tallied a game-high 12 kills, while Bach followed with 10. Tyler Palmer also added 9 digs into the game. Callie Cox and Samantha Blasco split the setting duties, tallying 18 and 16 assists respectively in the game, and Megan Burns picked up 12 digs in that game as well. Of course, Burns leads the team with 216 digs overall. And we're all set here at the Rick Case Arena. It's number 12, Nicole Dominguez, getting it started for Tampa. And the first serve bounces off the net. Nice dig by Tyler Palmer to keep it alive. And then she comes up with the kill to give the first point to Nova Southeastern to start off the game. Here's the attack from the Spartans. A nice keep up right there by Maya Patterson. Keeps it alive and just volleyed over the net by the Sharks. And another good dig there from Patterson. Here's Palmer, and Palmer hitting 100% so far. 2 hit attempts, and both have been successful kills for Tyler Palmer. Like I said, had 12 kills in the last game against Rollins. For the Spartans offensively, they were led by Sorel Houghton and the middle blocker Taylor Fossler, who each ended the match with 12 kills in their big 3-0 sweep of Palm Beach Atlantic Selfish. So Tampa Spartans riding in high into this game. Both teams come into the game with shutout straight set victories. The Sharks' early lead here, 2-1, and a nice little dump over the net right there from the Spartans. That's number 5, Alexandria Mishka. Just found the vacated space on the Nova Southeastern side and deposited. Number 4 serving here is Sammy Mueller, the junior out of Gainesville, Florida, and that hit goes long. The attack error there from Aaron Carter sends it out of bounds. Aaron Carter, the freshman out of Orlando, Florida. As Mueller continues to serve, and her serve goes wide and long. A service error for the Spartans, their first of the game. Sammy Mueller, she recorded a total of 31 assists against that game and against Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. And Melissa Elias recorded 10 assists and 10 digs as that service error by Blasco gives Tampa the 1-point lead earlier on, their first lead of the match. She recorded the only double-double of the night. Serving here is Claudia Rivera, freshman out of Puerto Rico. Attack it there from the Sharks is good. Leslie Altherton, the graduate student out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here's a serve from Denver, Tyler Palmer. And a big hit on the net right there. But it will be a net violation from NSU that actually ends up being the call. As the Spartans retake the lead here early, 5-4. But the Sharks right in this one early on. Serve here from Miska. And a battle at the net right there is won by number 16. That is Taylor Fossler, the junior out of Ocala, Florida. Fossler showing her height. 6'2" at the net. Outdueling Samantha Blasco, the 5'11" junior. Is that another service error out of bounds as the point goes to NSU. That's already in this game the 3rd service error in the first set. Atherton with the serve. Here's the hit and attack by the Spartans, and it goes long. So we're all tied up, half a dozen here, 6-6. As Atherton continues to serve. And there's a beautiful set and spike right there from the Spartans. That's Sammy Mueller with an excellent assist. A quick little pass to Fossler, who deposited. Beautiful set and kill right there for the Spartans. Here's a chance now for the Sharks and Gabby Bach. Sharks keep it alive. That's Blasco. Here's Tyler Palmer from the back row, and nice dig right there by Rivera, and flipping it over. A point for the Sharks, or for the Spartans rather. They're now up 8-6 here early on. LAS serving here for the Spartans. Kept alive by the Sharks. And a nice little ball right there, a volley by Samantha Blasco. A little bit of secrecy as she just barely put that one over the net. Actually got a piece of the net, and it kind of just died right in front of all the Tampa Spartans defenders. So very competitive early on here in the first set from the Sharks as they take on one of the best teams in the conference here. And the Tampa Spartans, one of the best teams overall in the country. Here's a hit, and just catching the back right corner on a perfect attack by number 11, Katie McKeel. As Sorrel Houghton is back in the game for the Spartans. McKeel now serving. Spartans in the white tops, black shorts, and it's the Sharks on a net violation, picking up that point right there, wearing the grays today with the navy blue shorts. Both teams hitting over 33% here early on. Here's a serve from Bach. And a nice dig right there from Kaylee Cox. And that ball is just going to go out of real estate right there for the Sharks as Denver Palmer was unable to get the pass. (10-8) early on for the Spartans of Tampa University. And a short serve right there. And an excellent, excellent service ace right there by number 12, Nicole Dominguez. She just placed that one absolutely perfectly over the net with not a whole lot of power. Let's see if she tries that again. This time she puts a little more power into it, and Tyler Palmer comes up with it. They change sides, but blocked at the net right there was Erin Carter. Houghton picking up the block. Here's a smash from Tyler Palmer, kept alive by the Spartans. They serve it back to the other side, and the hit goes out of bounds by Erin Carter. Tampa kept the ball alive after the attack from Denver, Tyler Palmer. As Dominguez continues to serve, this time she goes to the left side of the court, but it still ends up back in Tyler Palmer's hands, and the hit was blocked at the net and just went perfectly inbounds in the back left corner. That ball ricocheted just perfectly for the bounce for the Spartans. Tough break for the Sharks. They try Carter again. Unsuccessful. Here's a set from Callie Cox, and the hit kept alive, blocked at the net right there, and thrown down by Denver Tyler Palmer. (19-14). As Megan Burns, the senior out of Sylvania, Ohio, serves for the Sharks. Here's Tyler Palmer from the left side, and it's blocked at the net. The trio of Mueller, Miska, and also Elias. Here's the serve, kept railed by Tyler Palmer. And once again, it is the Sharks' attack getting blocked by the Spartans. And we're going to have a timeout right there after back-to-back blocks at the net by the leading kill scorer for the Sharks, and Tyler Palmer. And we'll have a quick timeout here at the Rick Case Arena. 16-9, University of Tampa leads it here over Nova Southeastern University Sharks. Coming out of the timeout for the Tampa Spartans, it will be Sammy Mueller, the Gainesville native, serving for the Spartans. Here's a set for the Sharks. Nice dig right there by McKeel. Both teams going back and forth. Here's a set for Leslie Altherton. And finally, after the rally right there, that shot goes out of bounds to the left side of the court, and the point for NSU. Samantha Blasco and Kim Blasco both into the game here for the Sharks. Here's Samantha with the serve. Play at the net, and a beautiful dig right there from Blasco. She keeps it alive. Here's a set to the right side this time, and unsuccessful as Sorel Houghton hits that one straight into the net. Five-point lead here for the Spartans in the first set. And Houghton kills it for the Spartans, and Houghton's just been lethal along with Katie McKeel for the Tampa Spartans, and a big reason why they've jumped out to such a successful start this season, 12-1 record, and currently ranked number 12. That could also go up with the victory over the third-ranked Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. Here's a chance for the Sharks from Kim Blasco, and that's kept alive by the Spartans. Free ball here for the Spartans. They set up the left side again. Katie McKeel, the outside hit out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, with the kill for the Spartans as they now have a 7-point lead. Blasco setting up Atherton. And a beautiful kill right there from Tyler Palmer. As Denver, Tyler Palmer really smashed that last one beautifully down for the Sharks. Here's a serve from Tyler Palmer. And a quick dump right there from Atherton. And a point for the Sharks. Now 2 straight points here for the Sharks as Denver Tyler Palmer continues to serve. And that serve to the right side of the court goes out of bounds, right of the line. Service error number 4 of the set. Both teams with 2 apiece. There's Blasco setting up Bach, and that's a kill for Gabby Bach, the sophomore of Roscoe, Illinois. Her first kill of the game, 9th kill overall for the Sharks, only 10 for the Spartans. 19-14, they lead it. free ball here coming for the Sharks, and a beautiful block at the net. That is Amanda Polterak shutting it down at the net for the Sharks. Sharks continuing with the momentum right here to see if they can take this point. Beautiful dig right there by Tyler Palmer. And a kill from Kim Blasco. And another point for the Sharks as they creep back into this set. And now only a 3-point game, and a timeout is going to be called by head coach Chris Katana for the Tampa Spartans. 19-16 Spartans lead as the Sharks threatening to come back here in this set. Here's Rachel Nelson, the sophomore of Webster, New York. Serving for the Sharks, coming out of the timeout, and a tip ball right there. Good hustle from the Sharks. Everybody was in on the diving attempt, but just put it in the spot that nobody could reach it. For a 4-point lead now for the Spartans, trying to gain the momentum back out of the timeout. A very competitive first set here. Tyler Palmer from the back row. And a kill right there from Taylor Fossler. And another block here for the Tampa Spartans. That's Fossler and McKeel on the left side of the court for the Spartans. Continuing to serve here is number 8, Melissa Elias. And another short serve. We've seen the Spartans try that a few times now. Here's Bach, and Bach with the kill for the Sharks. After 3 straight points coming out of the timeout for the Spartans. Sharks now back into the set here. Only trailing 5. It's one of the top teams here in the country. Certainly came to play so far. Have the Sharks and just a beautiful set and kill for Katie McKeel. As that ball just went straight down to the back corner. No chance for the Sharks. Set and is kept alive by the Spartans. Go to the left side here, and Bach with the little tip. And the tip will make it another 5-point deficit here for the Sharks to overcome. 23-18, first set of action here at the Rick Case Arena and the Sunshine State Conference matchup. And a big block at the net from the Sharks, and just out of bounds right there on the hit from the Spartan side. Point NSU. And all started with that big block in the middle by Polterak. And a big hammer of a spike right there from the left side, and Sorrel Houghton.
Serving for set point.
And now set point for the Spartans.
Dominguez for set point.
Here's Dominguez serving. She's already have a service ace in the game, and a good job by Tyler Palmer getting that dig. Tip ball kept alive by the Sharks. Here's the left side to Tyler Palmer. Tyler Palmer off a couple fingertips, and a big, quick spike right there off the hand of number 5, Alexandra Mishka, off a beautiful quick set by Elias. And that will end it, the first set of action, 25-19. University of Tampa takes set 1 here at the Rick Case Arena. For the Spartans, it was Katie McKeel with 6 kills, Taylor Fossler with 4, and on the Nova Southeastern side of things, it was Gabby Bach with 3 and Tyler Palmer with 4 kills. 5 assists for Samantha Blasco, 8 assists for Sammy Mueller. And right off the bat, it is the Tampa Spartans. And once again, it is Houghton. As Rivera goes back to the serving position for the Spartans here. Taking an early lead in the second set. They fell behind early in the first set, 2-0. And a great job right there from Tyler Palmer on the attack. The pass over to her was a little into the net, so she had to make an off-balance hit. And still ended up successful as she just found the vacated spot in the middle of the court. That serve nearly goes out of bounds, but kept alive by the Spartans off Bach. And here's a play at the net. And too many hits right there for the Sharks.
Illegal hit charged to NSU. Side out. Point for Tampa.
Serving for Tampa here is Kamari Potter, freshman out of Daytona Beach, Florida. Here's a hit from the right side by Alk. Spartans cross the court with the hit and kept alive by Alderton at the net. She sets up Tyler Palmer. And a net violation on number 8, that is Elias. Gets a point for the Sharks as a couple subs here now for the Sharks. Both Blasco's into the game. So Sharks with 2 consecutive points now after Tampa started the set with 2 in a row. And another kill on the right side. This time it is Melissa Elias. Second kill of the game for her so far in this one. And a nice low serve just over the net. And a nice dig on the other side by Dominguez. And it will be Katie McKeel ending up with the kill off the hand of the NSU block and out of bounds. So the Spartans now double up their lead here early in the second set. A floating serve right into the net, corralled quickly by the Sharks. Here's Tyler Palmer, tries to tip, it's blocked at the net. And just out of bounds right there on the attack by Samantha Blasco. Got set up right under the net and was looking for that far left side line, just missed. And there's a kill for the Sharks. Leslie Atherton. Atherton, her third kill of the game, as Tyler Palmer goes back to serve. Here's a booming serve by Tyler Palmer, nicely dug up and blocked at the net. A net violation as reaching over the net for the Sharks was Leslie Atherton. And her hands just went over the net. She's reached over, and the point went to the Spartans. As McKeel now back to serve for Tampa. And a kill on the right side. Kim Blasco.
Substitution for Tampa. Re-entering is number 1, Marissa Meisner.
6-4. Anytime the Spartans try to go on a little bit of a run, the Sharks quickly come back on it. A nice save there by Tyler Palmer. Atherton hits it to Bach. Gets over the net, and a beautiful diving sprawl from the Sharks. Unsuccessful in the end right there, but what a beautiful job on the defensive side from the Sharks. And the serve from the right side, that's Nicole Dominguez, who's got a service ace in the game. That ball does hit the ground right in front of her. And a point for the Sharks, and very competitive once again second set. The Sharks of Nova Southeastern University playing up to their competition here against the number 12th ranked Tampa Volleyball. There's a serve from Callie Cox. A nice job at the net, blocking that one, but is Alk. Kept alive on the right side. Dominguez for the Spartans, and the tip right there by Sorrel Houghton goes just left of the line, out of bounds. Sharks now within one here in the second set. Another nice serve by Kaylee Cox. Tyler Palmer from the back row kept alive by the Spartans. A little fake volley over the net. Kept alive by the Sharks in a sprawling attempt. Tyler Palmer with the free ball over here for Tampa. Here's Houghton, and she's blocked at the net. Big block right there from Polterak. as this set is all tied now at 7-7. And another great job at the defensive net for the Sharks, blocking that last attack. Here's Houghton getting set up one more time. This time she tries a tip, and the tip is successful after a couple straight blocks from the Sharks. That shows the array of Houghton as she leads the Tampa team in kills. Overall this season, she shows why right there. As went in a bag of her tricks and just used the tip to get the point, and a net violation charged to Tampa, and the point goes right back to the Sharks.
Hawk is back to serve.
The Sharks looking to take their first lead of the set here. They set up Houghton again, nicely kept alive by Callie Cox. Spartans try Houghton once again, nearly a net violation, but she ends up with the kill.
Substitution entering for Tampa is number 2.
They've already set up Houghton 16 times here in this game. They're really trying to get her involved along with McKeel, who's been set up 13 times for the Spartans. 1 point lead, 9-8, and in the second set, first set was taken 25-19 by the University of Tampa. Here's Tyler Palmer with the hit. That's kept alive by Tampa. Sharks setting it up once again. Tyler Palmer, once again dug up by Claudia Rivera. Again, try Palmer for a third time. And third time's the charm as Denver Tyler Palmer with the hit for the Sharks as she collects the kill right there. That's her 7th already into the game. And trying to build on the momentum, just a little too much power in the service air there from Megan Burns. (10-9) the score here at Rick Case Arena in the second set of action.
Double hit charge to NSU.
And a double hit charge to NSU will go to the Spartans. This is Kamari Potter serving for the Spartans. And it's just in the back right corner.
Services by Kamari Potter.
Really couldn't place it any better if you walked the volleyball over. Right in front of the line official in the back right corner for the service ace. The second of the game for the Spartans, and following the ace, it's an error. As Samantha Blasco now re-enters into the game. And Sam will serve for the Sharks. Trailing by 2 in the second set of action against number 12 ranked Tampa Spartans. And a set outside, and a hit goes off the defender of Tampa and out of bounds as a kill for Kim Blasco, her 4th of the game. Looked like it went off Fossler's hands and out of bounds. This time they go to the right side, and that's kept alive by the Sharks. Tyler Palmer with a big hit and another nice dig. And a tip ball once again from the Spartans. Fossler. Sharks are being aggressive at the net, trying to get the block on the big time hitters on the attacking side of the Spartans. And have been a little bit susceptible to the tip ball, and Spartans starting to take advantage of that. And an attack right there from Kim Blasco. with the kill as Gabby Bach into the game for the Sharks. Tyler Palmer back to serve, the senior out of Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of mustard on her serves. She keeps it alive, but the Sharks unable to get it over the net. Nice dig attempt by Tyler Palmer to keep it alive. Katie McKeel back to serve here for the Spartans. Nicely set up from Burns, and the ball is going to be kicked and stopped right there. Looked like Tampa was running out of hits, and they kind of just gave up on the ball right there. Leslie Atherton, who got the kill, will now go back to serve, and it's still a 1-point game as the Sharks right there, tooth and nail, with the Spartans of Tampa University. Tyler Palmer from the back row just squeaks it over, and the desperation shot is anticipated by Fossler, who just was waiting for it on the other side of the net. Attack from the middle by Blasco. Kim Blasco hits a few fingers of the Tampa Spartans and ends up a point for the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. Callie Cox here's a block at the net by the Sharks, kept alive by the Spartans. And one too many hits right there for the Spartans as they touch it 4 times. Excellent job for the Sharks on the front line right there. It's number 8, Maddie Oak, and Amanda Polterak, who both at the net have done an excellent job so far for the Sharks. As service error will give the Spartans the lead once again. But Oak and Polterak at the net has created a lot of problems for the good attacking side of the Spartans, and a beautiful set and kill right there for Nova Southeastern.
Set number 2 is tied at 16.
We'll take a quick look at that one real quick. Off the set, it was Maddie Oak with the quick slam. And just another tip ball that just unfortunately gets out of the reach of the Sharks. Spartans have done a great job here in this game, just tipping the ball and really working the angles and finding the open spaces. And the block at the net right there. As Ulk is denied, the senior out of Longmont, Colorado. And a timeout for the Sharks in a very close second set here. 18-16. The Sharks trail it. Spartans here at the Rick Case Arena in set number 2. Here's Claudia Rivera serving for the Spartans. That serve goes long. Service error number 4 in the game for the Spartans. Both teams with 4 apiece. crucial turn of momentum potentially here for the Sharks, looking to find their way to a second set victory. Here's Tyler Palmer from the left side, kept alive by the Spartans. And just a little tip once again by Katie McKeel. McKeel's 9th of the game, as she leads all scorers so far in both teams. Set up the left side here this time, unsuccessful. Tyler Palmer, and back and forth both teams, tipping the ball to each other. Here's Tyler Palmer once again, and this time ends up successful, her 7th kill of the match. As both Blasco's come into the game for the Sharks. The Sharks hitting 32% in the set, out hitting the Spartans. Big part of that has been the net game of the Sharks. And a legal touch right there.
Illegal hit charge to NSU. Side out.
Give the point to the Spartans. Back up 2 points here is the University of Tampa. Back to serve is, Elias. Sharks set up. Blasco, and Blasco with the kill. Kim Blasco. Hitting over 500% here in this one is Kim Blasco, who now has 7 kills in 11 attempts. Certainly been ultra productive for the Sharks, and a huge kill on the opposite side from the Spartans. Responding right there is Katie McKeel. Spartans now regain a 2-point lead. As McKeel back to serve. Really crucial point here in this set. Jousting battle at the net. Here's the Spartans setting it up on the left side. Blocked by the Sharks, and then put home once again by the 6'2" junior Taylor Fossler. (22-19). Let's see if the Sharks can find a way to get back possession of the serve. And a net violation to the Sharks, and a timeout will be requested, as the Tampa Spartans going on a little bit of a run right now. As the Sharks were just within 2, and now all of a sudden are within just 4 points of the Spartan here in the second set at the Rick Case Arena. Here's Katie McKeel with the serve from the Spartan side of things. Spartans working quick, and another tip ball once again.
Serving for set point is number 11, Katie McKeel.
Sharks are going to have to be wary of that tip ball, as Spartans have used that multiple times here. Here's Althington with the tip on the right side. The Spartans, nice dig by Tyler Palmer. Here's Bach, tries to go cross court with the hit. Good rally here for both teams on set point, and it's a block at the net by Taylor Fossler. who wins it for the Spartans in the second set, 25-19. So both sets have ended by a score of 25-19 here in this game. And both sets have been very competitive thus far, as we'll take a quick set break. Here at the Rick Case Arena, 2-0, University of Tampa leads it over Nova Southeastern. So set number 2 in the books, 25-19, both sets identical scores as Tampa hit 32% in that last set and Nova with 24% in that last set for the Sharks. Both teams pretty close in the assist category and teams identical in the kills, 14-14, so not much differential in between the two teams in the statistics in the second set. And so far, the Sharks have really held their own against one of the top teams in the country, the Tampa Spartans, ranked 12th overall coming in to the match, defeated in straight sets, 3-0 Palm Beach Atlantic. So the Spartans now have won 11 straight sets in a row. But only winning each set by 6 points, and both times it's been back and forth as the Sharks start off hot once again. Maddie Olk. It's been both teams battling back and forth, and then just late in the set, it's been the Spartans just pulling away once it gets close to about the 20-digit number. And there's going to be a service ace for the Sharks. That's number 7, Megan Burns with the service ace. And once again, back-to-back service aces as it looked like Nicole Dominguez was a little lazy on the dig attempt and the ball just kind of hit off at a weird angle. That's the only 2 service aces in this game, and it's a third in a row from Megan Burns as Burns steps almost to the end of the gym and has so much momentum going into her serve that powerful serve just over the net's giving the Spartans a lot of trouble and running into the net. 5 straight for the Sharks. Another service ace. And this time it hits the back corner once again. And a timeout is gonna be called. What a job serving right there from Megan Burns. Coming into this set right here, the Nova Southeastern University Sharks did not have one service ace, and now 5 in a row will force a timeout here at the Rick Case Arena. 6-0, Sharks lead it.
University of Tampa Spartans 0. Syracuse Sharks 6. We're in set number 3.
So coming out of the timeout, continuing to serve is Burns. And this time, the first time, the Spartans been able to handle it, but they can't handle the kill of Maddie Oak. As Megan Burns has had the hot hand on the service attempt, and this time it goes into the net for the service error. So here's Claudia Rivera with the serve. Atherton kept alive by the Spartans. The ball right in front here. Point from the Spartans as the ball comes right into our little area over here at the scorer's table. Continuing to serve for the Spartans, another soft serve is Rivera. From the left side, Tyler Palmer, a beautiful dig by Dominguez. And the point will go to the Spartans on the net violation. 7-3 Sharks lead it here in the third set. Playing the Spartans very well so far in this contest. Here's a setup to Tyler Palmer. And the roof comes up on the left side. From the Spartans, that's Mishka and Elias getting in on the block. Another soft serve and another desperation dig done nicely by the Sharks. However, it's a free ball and another tip, but this time it's Atherton on it. Tyler Palmer trying the tip and a good recovery on the left side by McKeel. Sharks setting it up once again. This time they'll go to the right side. And another block at the net by McKeel. Kept alive by the Sharks. Here's McKeel finding the back right corner on an excellent kill.
5-7 in set number 3.
Tyler Palmer from the left side. And not even a reaction from Sammy Mueller as that spike just came in so hot she didn't even have time to react. 3-point lead here for the Sharks as Samantha Blasco serves it to the back row. And another big-time kill from Katie McKeel.
Point for the Spartans.
Give her now 14 in the game.
Ishka back to serve.
Here's Alderton from the right side. Kept alive by the Spartans, tries to dump it. Tyler Palmer from the back row. Dug up by Mishka. Once again, McKeel's try, no good. Both teams trying to set this long rally up. Tyler Palmer will get it off a fingertip.
Tampa, point for NSU.
And a point for NSU. Tyler Palmer now with 10 kills in the game. Quick little towel of the floor right there, a little wet.
Substitution for the Sharks.
As Patterson heads to the bench and Gabby Bach comes into the game for the Sharks. Tyler Palmer, the server. A kill by number 8, Melissa Elias for the Spartans. Set to the middle, and a nice dig right there from Elias. Sharks setting it up once again. This time they go to Bach on the left side. Bach tries the volley in the back corner. An excellent save by Elias with the left hand. Both teams with a good rally here. Bach jousting for it at the net, kept alive by the Spartans. Free ball here for the Sharks. Atherton in front of the net. Once again kept alive on the beautiful dig by Elias. The second beautiful dig, and now make it third in a row with both teams sprawling defensively here in this point here, 9-7. And it ends up being the Spartans with the kill. Great action both and forth, both teams. Katie McKeel ends up with their 15th kill of the match. Both teams defensively doing an excellent job keeping the ball alive. And that early Sharks lead that once was 6-0 is now just 1 point here, 9-8.
The coach from NSU has asked for a challenge review.
And a challenge review has been requested by head coach Jennifer King from the Sharks side of things on that last play.
NSU is challenging a forehead call.
So 25-19, 25-19, the first two sets. NSU was up early here in the third set, up big, and now only up by one, 9-8, as we will head into a break here at the Rick Case Arena. 9-8, Sharks lead it.
Point is confirmed. Call is confirmed. Point will be for Tampa.
The call is confirmed on the floor as the Spartans will take the point. So the score will remain 9-8.
Is in the serving position.
9-8, Sharks lead it here in the third set of action. First two sets have both been very close sets. There's a block at the net by Katie McKeel. Evens this one 9-9, and it's kind of been the story of the first 3 sets here. Both teams been back and forth until late in the set where Tampa just puts it into a new gear and finds a way to win the last few points of the set. That has been the trend this far, and the Sharks looking to find a way to take a 3rd set here in this game and extend it to the 4th set. Melissa Elias serving, the Lake Mary, Florida native. And a legal touch right there. Double hit from NSU, and just like that, couple points for the Spartans, and Tampa's starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. Here's a setup for Bach. Beautiful dig on the side of the Spartans. Tyler Palmer from the back row will set up. Burns with the dig on the Sharks side of things. Both teams rallying with this possession. Tries a little tip attempt from the Spartans, no good. Here's Blasco from the right side. An excellent dig over the net. Both teams battling here in this long rally. Another tip ball and a point for the Sharks. Kim Blasco finds a way to end the run for the Spartans. Excellent volleyball being displayed by both teams. And a kill for the Spartans. Once again, that's Kamari Potter, the freshman of Daytona Beach for Potter. It's her 2nd of the game. As McKeel will go back to serve for the Spartans in a 2-point lead. Quick set attempt right there for Polterak. Unable to be capitalized. Here's Blasco. Kept alive by the Spartans. A tip attempt. Unable to be corralled by Blasco, and a point for Tampa. Continuing her serve here is McKeel. Set to the right side. Here's Bach, and Bach loses the touch on that hit.
4-hit charge. The Sharks. 14 serve to 10.
So largest lead of the set here for the Spartans, 14-10. Blasco setting each other up right there. Kept alive by the defense of the Spartans, and the block at the net by Kamari Potter. And the defense and the digs from the Spartans have been very impressive so far in this game. They have 57 digs compared to the 45 of the Sharks. And another point going to the Spartans side on the double hit. And a well-deserved timeout call by Jennifer King, as the Spartans have ballooned their lead now to 6 points after NSU started the set with a 6-0 lead. It's now 16-10, Spartans lead it as we take a short break here at the Rick Case Arena. coming out of the timeout. It's the Sharks with the first attack, and it's corralled by Tampa once again. Their defensive digs have been the difference so far in these 3 sets. Really working quick and moving their feet. An excellent set spike right there. Nice job by the Sharks to keep it alive, and a tip at the net. A kill for Gabby Bach. Her 5th of the match. As coming into the game is Callie Cox, junior out of Crawfordville, Florida, to serve for the Sharks. So here's Cox with the serve, 5-point lead for the Spartans. Set it on the left side. Kill from number 7, Nyla Demps, who gets her first kill of the match. Going cross court to give the Spartans a 6-point lead. Another knuckleball serve from Dominguez. Block at the net and net violation. Will be charged to NSU, and another point here for the Spartans. Spartans now with a 7-point lead as Dominguez continues to serve. Goes with another short serve. Tyler Palmer sprawls her way in. Dominguez with a nice dig off the hit from Bach. Free ball here for the Spartans. They set it up to the right side, and once again, it's Nyla Demps with the hammer. And an 8-point lead here for the Spartans. Bach trying once again, and it kept alive by the Sharks. And it looked like Tyler Palmer was going to sprawl out for a ball in the back right corner, and Megan Burns got a piece of it and misdirected it. With all the momentum going the opposite direction from Tyler Palmer, the ball falls in between, and another timeout will be taken by NSU as they now trail by 9 here in the 3rd set to the Tampa Spartans. Here's the Spartans serving out of the timeout with the 9-point lead. And a couple tip jousting balls at the net kept alive by Tampa, and a block in the middle by Maddie Olk. Gets a point for the Sharks coming out of the timeout. And a service ace. Gabby Bach. Service ace number 6. And a block at the net right there from Maddie Olk. Another point, NSU coming out hot of the timeout. Couple straight points for the Sharks. set up for Ulk. Both teams corralling it. And a kill from number 5, Alexandra Mishka. Mishka, her 4th kill of the game for the Spartans. As number 4, Sammy Mueller, enters the game to serve for the Spartans of Tampa University. 21-14. They lead by 7. Here's a set for Tyler Palmer. And a beautiful job all game so far is Nicole Dominguez with the digs. Dominguez has 18 digs for the Spartans. And a beautiful quick set spike right there. That's Mueller setting up Mishka. Mueller now in the game for the Spartans has 24 assists. And a kill of her own, answering for the Sharks. That's Maddie Ulk, the senior out of Colorado, with the kill. 22-15. As Megan Burns serving, who had 6 service aces in a row. Tubby getting this 3rd set. Now give her 7 all alone by herself, as she continues to be a thorn in the side of the Spartan side of things. And a kill right there, answered quickly back as Melissa Elias, her 4th of the match. And all of a sudden the Spartans now just 2 points away from taking this 3rd set. 25-19, both games, or both sets. The first 2 sets, Sharks dropped here in this one. Tyler Palmer from the left side, off the hand, and a kill for her. Tyler Palmer with a double-double, 11 digs, 10 kills in the match. Here's Blasco with the serve. Another nice dig by Dominguez, and just a beautiful set from Mueller right to the net and right into the hand of Katie McKeel, who sends that ball straight down to the ground. And now match point here for the Spartans, 24-17. And a nice dig. Kept alive here by the Sharks. Palmer, Blasco, Altherton, another save on the side of the Spartans, and a quick tip ball will do it. That's Katie McKeel with her team leading and game leading 18th kill of the match. So very competitive game here at the Rick Case Arena, as the Nova Southeastern University Sharks fall to 3-11, 1-6 overall in the Sunshine State Conference. But it was an excellent played game against the 12th ranked Tampa Spartans, who improved to 13-1 and 6-0 overall in the Sunshine State Conference. The first 3 sets of this game was played beautifully by the Sharks, as they were right there with the Spartans for the majority of every set. It's just the Spartans at the end just found a way to pull through, and that's what the number 12 ranked team does, as they complete the 3-0 sweep in straight sets here over the Sharks. The Sharks We'll now head to St. Leo September 28th to take on St. Leo, and then also the day later at Florida Southern. Both of those road games, St. Leo at 7 and Florida Southern at 4 p.m. For the Sharks here in this game, Tyler Palmer had 10 kills, 13 digs. Also 10 digs for Callie Cox, 14 assists for Samantha Blacksco, 10 for Cox. And we'll take a look at the final stats of the teams. The hit percentage, 39% for the Tampa Spartans compared to 14.9% for the Sharks. And you can see the kill differential, the big factor here in this game, 47-33. 42 to 30, the assist differential, and it was a one-man show of Megan Burns, who had all 7 aces for Nova Southeastern. 6 of them came in a row, and all 7 in the third set. So one last time here from the Rick Case Arena, it's University of Tampa Spartans taking this matchup 3 sets to nothing in straight sets, 25-19, 25-19, 25-17. For everyone here at the Rick Case Arena, so long and a safe Saturday night.
Every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.